Welcome everybody to a round of golf with the Bogey Man. We're going to be playing 6 holes of golf here at Lochmere Golf Club in Cary, North Carolina. I've been playing pretty decent for my handicap. I'm an 18 handicap golfer, meaning I average about a bogey per hole. So here's hole number 1, driver off the tee. And we end up hitting it pretty clean, but it goes to the left side of the rough pretty far in there. And conditions have been just difficult. The roughs and even the fairways in some spots are still wet from just the past few weekends. We're about 140 yards out though, so we're going to club up, hit the 7-iron, and hopefully get it pretty close. I end up actually thinning this thing a little bit, and it works out really well in my favor. So maybe I need to adjust my golf club lengths just a bit. So 7-iron gets me onto the green about, I'd say 10 feet from the hole, maybe 12. Birdie putt. As you can see, the greens are elevated enough to kind of funnel towards the hole. So I think I ended up getting this thing on the edge of the green, and then it rolled back on. So nice little green in regulation. Putt it. I've been reading the comments. Don't leave it short. And I ended up taking that advice. Just didn't break the way I wanted to. Nice little par putt on hole number 1 to go in even par through 1. Let's see if we can't drop this. Nice little save there. And yeah, hole number 2, here we go. Hole number 2 is a par 3, 155 yards. Again, I think we're playing a little further back than we're used to. I think this is normally 140 yards. But hit it pretty clean with the 7-iron. Get it to the back side of the green, and actually in the rough, or fringe, if you will. Pretty lengthy birdie putt. See if we can't get this thing close and just save ourselves for a nice little par. Going through 2. Again, being an 18 handicapper, I'm not trying to play hero golf. I'm not trying to play above my ego or anything like that. So just want to, get the scores under control and play as safe, but also as aggressive when I need to. So end up hitting this thing pretty long, as you can see, and the green's downhill. So end up putting myself in a situation here. So I've said it before. I think putting short, especially at my handicap, is a little bit better, just because you're going to make less mistakes, meaning less 3 putts, more 2 putts, or even 1 putts in some instances. So back up the hill. It broke to the right much further than I thought it was. So we're going to end up bogeying number 2 after a decent tee shot. So 1 over through 2 holes. Going right to hole number 3, it's a 345 par 4. Going to use the 4-iron. I'm not sure if you can tell down there, but it's a pretty narrow fairway, and it tapers to the left. And I just didn't want to get myself in any situation, so I felt comfortable with the 4-iron. End up having the best shot of my entire life, pretty much. Got that thing dead center fairway, just short of the 200-yard mark, with about 160 yards to go. I'm going to go ahead and club up again and just try to hit this thing clear and onto the green. So see if we can't get this thing close. Apologies for the wind. I know it can be annoying, but see what we can do. End up topping it, just awful shot, but it did skim pretty fast. Got about 100 yards out of that, so 50 yards to go. We're going to use the pitching wedge. Nice little chip. We end up not getting as much as we needed out of that shot. Left it pretty short. So a lot of work to do on the green. This is our par putt from about 25, maybe 30 feet, with a little bit of break. I think it's right to left. As you can see, I'm not sure if the camera gives it does justice to what the angle looks like, but let's see if we can't get this thing close. Pretty good putt. Left it a little bit short, and some work to do, but not much you can do there when it's that far. I mean, I'd rather get it this close than knock it 20 feet past the hole. So end up just misreading the putt here. That was just, I mean, these are the mistakes I need to improve on if I want to get a better handicap. So, and unfortunately, double bogey on number 3. Number 4 is a similar par 4 going back, except there's a creek in front of the green, so you got to be careful of that. So want to just drive this thing instead of the iron, and we end up hitting this thing really clean, really nicely on the left side, and ends up going into the rough, but pretty good shot for me in my normal drive. So 155 yards left. using the 7-iron, and I full clubbed it and got it pretty close. Right side of the green. We're actually on the fringe / rough. I end up using the putter just because it's a little bit safer for me, because I don't want to hit it 20 feet past the hole again, but end up just not getting any of it, leaving it short by about 10 feet. But we're on the green, so par putt. See if we can't knock this in and go to the next one with a little bit of momentum. Little last moment break, leaves it to the left, and we're going to go bogey putt. Struggling a little bit, but 4 over through 4. Let's see if we can't pick it up a little bit. Number 5 is a par 3, 165-yard again. This normally plays a lot shorter. I think it's like 140 yards is what it normally is. But the pin location was on the far side, so end up just hooking this shot, but got it over the water, got it safe. We were underneath the green with a lot of work to do, so probably about 30 yards left. Going to use the 60-degree against better judgment to myself, but this ends up working really well because I get this thing pretty close. We'll see what the shot looks like. End up rolling it down, and it gets pretty close. So here it is, nice little par putt from maybe 5 feet. See if we can't knock this in. And that is a professional putt. I'm not saying I'm a professional, but that was a great putt. Par. 4 over through 5. We're making plays. Last hole, number 6. It's a very strange par 5. It's only 390 yards from the white tees that I'm playing from, but it's an extreme dog leg to the right. So you have to use an iron off the tee unless you can drive it high and over the trees. But I end up getting this thing on the right side. I end up hitting a branch, but it goes straight down underneath. I'm in the rough, but not a bad spot. End up using the 4-iron, just a little chip, just to get it back in the fairway, and we end up hitting it pretty nicely. 105 yards out with the pitching wedge for shot number 3. Ended up a little short, so it wasn't the best hit. Left ourselves a lot of work to do. Here's our birdie chip from 25 yards out. See if we can get it close and just get ourselves a decent score going into the clubhouse. End up going quite a bit past the hole. This is my fear with using the 60-degree. If you end up thinning it, thing just goes far. So anyways, par putt from up the hill. End up just getting it really close, actually. Almost made that putt. Would have been great news, but bogey on number 6. 5 over through 6, right at our handicap. Really happy about the scores we hit today, just with that one blow-up hole with the double bogey. Ended the 6-hole stretch with +5, so right around our handicap. Got some room for improvement. Look forward to the next round. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Peace.